Okay. Last minute technical stuff. Hi. Late night stream, late night. Oh, that lighting helps a lot. Okay. Late night stream. Because I'm on neurodivergent time. Zesty here for some saucy content. Because I don't know what the heck is going on with our new official presidential candidates. Is the audio good? Someone let me know if audio is not very good. I threw on a little bit of makeup. This is my lip combo. It looks kind of okay on camera, but I'm not actually too sure how I feel about it. It's Sugar Pills Kimchi with Fenty's Fenty Glow on top. Like, it looks kind of okay on camera. I feel like I feel like maybe not the best with kimchi. Because Fenty looks good on all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we'll probably talk about some other stuff too, but I am mostly caught up on, like, what is going on with all of this. Because, okay, from what I understand, we don't have a lot of, like, official 2024 candidates. It's Trump officially. It's Ye, or Kanye, officially. And then Biden and Kamala. I always overthink her name. It's, like, not that hard to say, but I always overthink it. Have, like, kind of announced officially, but, like, also not officially that they're gonna run. So I don't know how much they count. And then sort of DeSantis is also in that vibe. Like, is that officially announced? No, but he's been hinting that he's going to run, because people keep asking, like, what about your governorship? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full governorship. So I don't know. But I mostly want to talk about and, like, figure out what's going on with Kanye and Trump are fighting. I also have the wikis pulled up for Kanye's 2020 campaign because I want to see if there's any similarities with that, because he ran in 2022, but he didn't make it through the primary, right? Or did he run in the official one? I don't even know. So I want to look at this first, because it was just... I just remember it a little bit. I remember it just a smidgen. But it was so short and so uninspiring, and it just kind of felt like, I don't know, he was just trying to get his name on the news for, like, I don't know, his, like, Yeezy drop or, like, a new album or something. Sorry if that sounds rude, but artists do that a lot. Like, it's a part of marketing. Someone let me know if my audio is weird. Also, not sick anymore. At least cough-wise. Sometimes I still get a little bit of a tickle in my throat, but, like, it wasn't COVID. I tested negative for COVID, like, twice. And it wasn't really COVID symptomy. It was, like... It was gross. If anybody saw my 6 streams. If you saw my 6 streams, you understand that it was nasty. So I've been recovering steadily chilling trying to get my sinuses. I think it's the seasonal change. It's always when the seasons change, my body decides, hey, this is too big of an environmental shift. I don't like that. So now you're sick. It's not allergies. It's just my body just hates me. Anyway, so with Kanye's 2020 run, yeah, it was so short. Yeah, he announced in July 2020, literally the year of the election. Like, usually people announce their, I think he learned, typically you announce quite a bit, like a year or so before the election to kind of start doing your touring and your fundraising and all that stuff. But no, yeah, his campaign filed a statement of candidacy with the federal election, missing 6 states deadlines. Yeah, to appear on the ballot as a third-party candidate. Yeah, it was... His running mate was Michelle Tidball. So that's another thing. Now that he's actually properly announced and, like, getting his paperwork done, and he has, like, an actual proper campaign manager, he's gonna meet his deadlines, and he's going to actually run. Like, I don't know how you can just run and miss your deadlines. That's such a big deal. Oh my lord. Okay. Qualified for ballot access in 12 states. Sued for ballot access. Arizona, Ohio. Yeah, lost appeals. Yeah, no, it was just appear on the California ballot as Roque de la Fuentes' running mate. Don't know who that is. As an American independent, I just want to look at the dates. And then West conceded his campaign on November 4th, 2020, the morning after Election Day. Oh, yeah, because it was this... Okay, after receiving 70,000 votes. Hey, that is like a decent-sized town. That's a city in some states. In the 12 states where he had ballot access, oh, that's like overall. Ranked 4th, 5th in Colorado, and Vermont. Okay, yeah, no, Wes expressed interest in running again 2024, and he's doing it. He has an official... Did they update his wiki to show possible 2024 campaign? On November 4th, 2024, West posted a tweet captioning Kanye 2024. So was this before he changed his name? Because apparently... I heard in the news he changed his name to Ye, but I didn't actually know if that was legit, but it looks like a lot of his paperwork is now Ye. So he's got some preferred naming happening, so I'm gonna try and call him Yeez. Like, get used to that as quickly as possible. Like, I don't think it's a meme. I think he actually legally did paperwork to change his name. So if I read Kanye 2022, I don't think that... It's not like dead naming, which is really bad, but I just... No, yeah. Okay, so I'm not seeing... Already, there's not that many similarities between his 2020 campaign and his 2024 campaign. Like, he has a proper campaign manager this time around, as proper as you can get with, like, it's Milo Yellen. I don't know if I can say his full name, because I think he's flagged on YouTube as a no-no, because he's a Nazi from what I hear. I believe that is his campaign manager, so they're making sure he's hitting all his deadlines and stuff. So there's already not... This time around feels much more legit. And all this was just happening. Also, how dare they start this drama over a holiday weekend? It's Thanksgiving, and I know Thanksgiving is a troublesome holiday because it's painful for many in communities. But gosh darn it, you couldn't let us have one normal weekend in this freaking country? Oh my gosh. Like, just. Oh yeah, my gummy bear earrings. You couldn't let us have one normal weekend in this freaking country? As normal as a Thanksgiving weekend can be, as long as you don't think about the indigenous genocide too hard? That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm just. Oh, and then I did also pull up Trump's 2024 Wikipedia page, because I know that that's a whole shit show as well. Because yeah, he can technically still legally run. He wasn't like removed from office when he was impeached, and he has not been deemed guilty of a bunch of stuff that the like January 6th committee has been investigating. It's like they did that investigation and then no trials, no arrests, no consequences, which is wild to me. You know? It's kind of like the. How do I want to word this? When the people that have gotten arrested, the people that actually ran the Capitol, ran it over. Is that a good way to put it? The people who actually ran over the Capitol have stated when they're being arrested and having trials and being put in prison, jail, whatever, they say, Donald Trump. I did it for Donald Trump. Donald Trump told me to. Like, that's a really big connection, and I feel like that means he should get arrested too. If we're arresting the little guys, we should arrest the big guys, right? I don't know the legalities about a lot of it, because, you know, I'm just a person. I don't have a law background or anything. But it's definitely sketchy connection. Sketchy connection. But he announced, yeah, November 15th. So, in Florida. Oh, Florida. Trump reportedly had been considering a 2024 presidential run after his loss in 2020 to Biden. Yep. Da-da. Trump has been strongly considering another run. So we that's the other thing. Like, it's not a surprise Trump is running again. Like, obviously he's going to run again since he hasn't been arrested or anything. Oh, man. This is just a wall of text. Trump's wait-and-see approach. Yeah, here. And that's nice that they talk about it a little bit. In July 2022, as the public hearings of the House Select Committee on the January 6th attack were progressing, Trump was reportedly considering making an early announcement of his 2024 candidacy. On July 14th, 2022, Intelligencer? Is that a publication name? New York Biweekly Magazine. Okay, cool. The Intelligencer published an interview with Trump, based upon which they reported that Trump had already made up his mind and was just deciding when to declare. Yeah, makes sense. Following the August 2022 FBI search, that's not that long ago. That's what's also kind of crazy, is that the stuff is literally still just happening. It's November. It's about to be December. It's not that far back. Not even 6 months. Not even. Like, I want things to run faster, but the government's not running fast because they keep not budgeting to have proper employees in the sectors that need them. Following August 2022, FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Many of Trump's allies urge that he announces his candidacy sooner, including some who had previously advised that he defer an announcement until after the midterm elections. During a rally in Iowa in the run-up to the midterm elections. Also, yeah, how did everybody's midterms go? Ours in Washington went pretty okay. I hope your midterm election went well. Georgia's runoff election will be fun. I'll talk about that later this week. Maybe we'll do some fundraising efforts. Like a long stream. Like, I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I think maybe a long stream will help get, like, viewers in. If that makes sense, and then maybe get more subscribers out of that. Like a subathon. Sorry. He might announce his candidacy sooner. November 15th, after months of speculation. Okay, there's not a lot of details that we don't already know here in the wiki, but that makes sense because, again, this just happened. Although wiki editors and posters really be out here doing God's work. They're so fast and so precise. And a lot of it's volunteer. Yeah, okay, here. And then I like this section, though. I like that they're talking about the eligibility, because whenever you talk and it's like, yeah, Trump announced that he's going to run for president again, everybody's like, can he? Yes, he can, only barely. Trump has only been elected to president once, in 2016. He is not limited from running again by the 22nd Amendment, which only permits the 2 full terms. Oh yeah, and then it talks about his willingness to seek a 3rd term. It's not allowed, but... Trump is seeking to become the 2nd president to serve non-consecutive terms after Grover Cleveland. Yep. Herbert Hoover was... I don't want to talk about Herbert Hoover. Okay, 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment... Yeah, Civil War. That's aftermath of the American Civil War. The 14th Amendment was passed. Section 3 of this amendment prohibits anyone from holding public office if they had previously sworn an oath to support the Constitution, but then engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. Oh, and then it's got ye old-timey language. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress. I'm not reading it in all old-timey. It's very interesting that they keep... People keep bringing it up, but because nothing has officially been done, like he hasn't officially been tried and found... Oh, I smacked my lips. I'm so sorry. Probably is in someone's ears. He hasn't gone to trial, and he has not been found guilty of this kind of crime, of engaging in the insurrection or rebellion, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. Like, nothing has officially happened, therefore he does not have an official reason to not run again. I do like how they're talking about the committee, though, the investigation committee. Trump's role in the January 6th United States Capitol attack is cited by opponents as a reason for his disqualification disqualification from seeking public office. On January 10th, 2021, Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, formally requested representatives' input as to whether Section 3 pertains to the outgoing president. On January 13th, the House Representatives impeached Trump for incitement of the insurrection by a vote of 232 to 197. And then on February 13th, 2021, the Senate voted on the charge with 57 senators casting the votes of guilty to 43 is not guilty. But removal by impeachment requires 2/3 supermajority. Yeah, that's the other thing. His impeachment didn't, he's impeached, but he's not removed. It's like a two-part thing. Yeah, legal experts, some legal Why can't I talk today? Holy smokes. I'm just struggling. Anyway, it talks about the court. It talks about how a court is gonna have to do something at this point. But no one has. RIP. Okay. So we did those little Wikipedia walkthroughs. So the beef, here's what I'm trying to get. So the beef that I'm trying to get understood is that these two men are running for president, and it sounds like they're both trying to run on the Republican ticket before they think about branching off and being third party, because we don't have a third party positive system. So that is absolutely what you have to do. You have to take over one of the two parties and make the changes from within. So they're going to primary each other, or they're trying to get someone to give up now before the primary happens, is what it sounds like. I remember seeing a headline, something about Yi asking Trump to be his running mate. Let's read about what all that is. Because I don't know. I don't know too many details. That's why I'm here. If I'm going to be doing just Googling to figure out some of the details anyway, might as well stream it. Might as well show people the walkthrough of information so that they can also have their own little walkthrough of information. Okay. Kanye Ye West launches 2024 presidential run with a campaign ad featuring Tucker Carlson. This is Yahoo Entertainment News. Shouldn't this be in a politics section? Why is it entertainment? Okay, made good on his promise. I want to see the video because it looked, from clips I've seen of the video, it looked like it was just, like I said, it looked like a merch drop ad. That's his vibes, is that it's just, he's the merch. Oh my gosh. It is a merch drop ad. It's him. He's the merch for presidency. Also read, I want to see, anti-Semitic remarks, White Lives Matter shirt, he's got a lot going on. He needs a doctor. Okay, this is just an article talking about the ad. Full ad came in the video above. Oh my god, no, I don't want to see. Why is it showing? It's showing a whole ass ad. No, what is this? That's just a whole ass ad. with the video. Open in a new tab. Aha, this one. Here we go. Announcing his front. Nope, don't want that. I don't know what this is. The Wrap? Disney Power Women. Okay, I don't know what this website is, but they have the video. So I don't want it to be too loud. Oh my gosh. My cord for my microphone and stuff. That's embarrassing. Can I even be heard? What is this technical bullshit? It fell out at some point. I must not have put it in all the way. That's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Well, the audio for the first part of the stream is going to be pretty whack, because it's going to be all straight up from my computer mic. Oops. I'm new to this still, so also I'm human. No one's perfect. Forgive me. I hope the audio's okay now. Can this be heard? I can't hear it. I don't like this link. I'm gonna just Google it in another tab. So, Ye 2024 campaign video? Campaign launch? Campaign... What? No, I want to see the... I thought it was in that article, but the whole time it was just ads. Oh, that was loud. I don't want your ad. Give me the video for the... Am I having technical difficulties? This is ridiculous. Why has journalism come to this? Hold on. Oh my lord. I'm just going to YouTube, but I just want to make sure that it's not my personal YouTube. Oh my lord. I think it's this one. I don't want your ads.
I think the thing that Trump was most perturbed about, me asking him to be my vice president, I think that was like lower on the list of things that caught him off guard. It was the fact that I walked in with intelligence. So Trump is really impressed with Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes, unlike so many of the lawyers and so many people that he was left with on his 2020 campaign, he's actually a loyalist. When he didn't know what the lawyers is, you'll still have your lawyer list. And when all the lawyers said, forget it, Trump's done, there are loyalists running up in the White House, right? And my question would be, why, when you had the chance, did you not free the January 6ers? And I came to him as someone who loves Trump, and I said, go and get Corey back. Go and get these people that the media tried to cancel and told you to step away from. He basically gives me this would-be mob-esque kind of story talking to some kid from the south side of Chicago trying to sound mobby or whatever. He goes into the story about all that he went through to get Alice Johnson out of jail and how he didn't do it for Kim, but he did it for me. But then he goes on to say,
what is this rambling? I don't know how relevant some of that was. Oh, I like how when you search it, Ye 2024 campaign launch video, it pulls up his stuff from his 2020 campaign. Nice. Hmm. Is it... Now I'm just upset. I was banking on this having like the proper video, but it doesn't. So therefore I no longer care. When the technical difficulties get to be too hard. Moving on. It's interesting though, because like I pull up these tabs with this stuff ahead of time, and like I do look through this stuff, and when it was playing ads before, I thought it was just because the actual video was like lower down in the article, but no, it's not. So, oh, what's the comment? Oh man. Top comment from Bill on the 25th of November. This is the longest running bad dream I've ever had. There's no possible way this can be the real political scenario, but it is, baby! America's been making a joke out of politics for decades now, and this is what it accumulates to. Woo! Heck yeah. News Nation, politics, presidential run. Do you have a proper video? Maybe, maybe not. Claims to have asked former president to be vice president, which, like, is kind of rude. Not gonna lie. Oh, my nose is itchy. I think there's a dog and cat hair or something on my nose. Oh, I like how every single article, though, is bringing out his anti-Semitic tirades, that he's been going on. Because he has been very, open about hating. I don't know if if I put in pauses, it's me thinking, but also I don't want to get flagged by saying, like, hating Jews, schmooze, because I'm quoting him, and then the YouTube algorithm will be like, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, this person just talked about hating Jews. Flag them, shut down the channel, tell their 4 subscribers that they're awful. I don't know what some of the technical, But is that the source of their fight? Is the fact that he just was like, hey, Trump, be my VP? So he doesn't have a VP yet, so he's not going to go with the person he had as his VP in 2020. So... Interesting. I like how all of these articles, though, are just, he announced he's running in 2024. He has beef with Donald Trump. Also, here's, like, all the dumb stuff he's said in the past, like, 2 years.
Like, oh yeah, remember when he. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's like, remember when he said stuff about George Floyd dying of an overdose? Yeah, I remember he said that. Also, he's talking about how conspiracy theories about Jewish people controlling entertainment industry. Yeah, remember when he said that? Oh yeah, also remember when he was being anti-Semitic and then was like, I can't be anti-Semitic. Oh man. Like every single article is just, what the hell is this ad? Oh, Kim breaks the silence. Oh. Oh, it's because it's the New York Post. The New York Post is like, I clicked it because it's one of those where it's like, the New York Post isn't like the worst to read, but it's also not the best, if that makes any sense. I don't know how else to put it. They have, I think one of the worst things though is that like they'll do so many like opinion pieces and just like it'll barely say opinion at the top, so then you think you're reading like an actual news post, but nope, it's an opinion piece. Okay. I don't want to repeat myself too much because like Trump announced on the 15th that he was running. Kanye announced. Ye announced. Oh, I just closed that thing. But Ye announced after. He announced on the 20 somethings. Right? I already forgot. Y'all did. No. So in this article, it's talking about what Trump is saying when he announced everything. And then he says anti Biden stuff, something about Republicans. Yeah, DeSantis, another top contender for the nomination. Yeah, I think DeSantis and Trump are going to duke it out in the primary, and it's going to be a shit show. And it's going to be. It's awful to say hilarious, but it's going to be hilarious. Oh, man. No, where. That was on Tuesday. I want. Huh. Oh, did Biden also? That was the other thing. I kind of want to talk about just like candidates overall. Because Biden has been a bit on the fence with like announcing officially if he's running or not. And people keep asking because like he's old and he's kind of just like a guy. He's not a very passionate president, which is what people want right now, which is why we're getting such extreme figureheads popping up, because currently America deems passion as a part of intelligence. Like if you're passionate about something, it must mean that you know what you're talking about, and it's a smart thing to do. But that's not how it works, cuz you can be passionate about some whack ass stuff. Like Yi being passionate about his anti-Semitism. you know? Um or Trump being passionate about being president, and look at where that went. And also he's racist. Anyway,
Offered a comprehensive policy platform. Did he, though? Unlike Biden possibly getting us into World War III. Bro, you almost started World War III. All that stuff with Iran. The world was at peace. The world was at peace, Trump went on, reflecting when he left office in 2021. America was prospering and our country was on track for an amazing future because I made big promises. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do the Trump voice seriously. I made big promise. It's like he's almost like mobster, but baby and like nasally. Big promises to American people, and unlike other presidents, I kept my promises. I kept my. Did he though? Oh, and then he said some anti-trans stuff. That's really cool. That says 1 out of 3. So is his policies just? So it's they said that he talked about policies, but it looks like here. That's the other thing. I haven't seen any clips of his actual announcement. I've only been reading what things that he said. But again, like bits and pieces. So I could try and pull up that video as well, even though pulling up the Yee video went so well. Because I am a technical genius, obviously. But it sounds like his policies are just going to be shitting on minorities and about what's the term, like culture war, quote unquote, culture war issues. That's not really policies. We need policies on how to help the everyday man, woman, child, non-binary, explorer, reptile, person. It's like we have actual problems in this country, like wage stagnation, housing issues, like food distribution inequality, a bunch of big stuff. But what's his opening statement? Not letting men play in women's sports. Haha. What the actual, like... That's not... We're going to be asking everyone who sells drugs, gets caught selling drugs, to receive the death. What? What the fuck? The death penalty? For real? He said that? Where's the video? Okay, not to be like the New York Post is making this up, but is the New York Post making this up? Okay, wait, so Trump... I put twin pump. Trump... Oh man, I cannot type. I cannot spell. Pain. Right? Where is it? Here we go. C-SPAN. That's not the worst. 13 days ago. Yeah, that sounds right. No
$2.89. $2.89. Hi everyone, I'm Li Guixia, the manager of a shoe factory.
Always have known that this was not the end. It was only the beginning of our fight to rescue the American dream.
This is a 49-second.
And it's a word you don't use. 2 words. I don't want to be Joe. It's 2 words. American dream.
I don't want to clip.
That was not good what he did. There are a lot of bad things, like going to Idaho and saying, welcome to the state of Florida. I really love it.
No, I don't want to clip. I want What is this? Action News? NBC News? This is a whole ass 20-minute clip. Better not be weird stuff. Okay, so. Change that. No, stop.
Well, thank you
Stop
very
your
much.
ads.
And
Stop
on
your-
behalf of Melania, myself, and our entire family, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. It's a very special occasion at a very special place. You and all of those
Is the volume
watching
good? I don't
are the
know.
heart and soul of this
I haven't even
incredible
looked at chat.
movement
No
and the
one's
greatest
talking in chat.
country in the
I
history
don't know.
of the world. It's very simple. There has never been anything like it. This great movement of ours, never been anything like it, and perhaps there will never be anything like it again.
I want to watch this a little and like jump back and forth with the article and see like how quote for quote that is and other stuff that they say. 'Cause this
Ladies
is
and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and
wild.
my fellow citizens,
My fellow
America's
citizens.
comeback starts right now.
Come back to what?
2 years ago, when I left office, the United States
Well, no, I'm not
stood
gonna make
ready
it
for its golden
big
age.
because I
Our
want
nation was at the pinnacle
jump
of
back and
power,
forth.
prosperity, and prestige, towering above
Okay,
all
yep.
rivals
We're gonna
like
skip.
this.
Skip.
Recorded. The
Skip.
strongest ever.
Skip. Skip.
28 billion of it.
Oh,
Before,
back up.
because the United States was
Back up a
of
little.
American energy independence, which soon would have turned into energy dominance.
Does he write his speeches himself?
For the first time in memory, China was reeling and
Because sometimes some of the phrases and things he says are actually like fancy. Like, oh wow, that's if I could be like if you turn your brain off for a second, you listen, you're just like, oh, that could be like a feel good thing, but then you think about it and you're like, oh no, crazy. Because like, oh, saying energy dominance, like, ooh, that's fancy, that's fun.
back on its heels. You've never seen that before, because the United States was outdoing them on every single front, and China was paying billions and billions of dollars in taxes and tariffs. The farmers know that because they got 28 billion of it. No president had ever sought or received $1 for our country from China until I came along, and we were getting hundreds of billions of dollars. Many people think that because of this, China played a very active role in the 2020 election. Just saying, just saying.
Oh my god!
Sure, that didn't happen. He was able to produce, and he produced a lot.
She's talking about Reagan.
Hello,
And I
I'm
got an
Patrick
ad.
Stewart. Did you know that right now over 70 million people have
China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea were in check and respected.
they
They
weren't.
respected the United States, and
You
quite
ended the
honestly, they
Iranian
respected
nuclear
me.
deal.
I knew them well.
That's
I
not
knew
really
them
check.
well.
Talk about your crazy
They
drug policy.
launched a single long-range today. My opponents made me out to be wars president.
World
'Cause
peace. Talk about your policy.
Thank you very much. Under our leadership, we were a great and glorious time of pain, hardship, anxiety, and despair. Virtually drained in order to keep gasoline prices lower, just begging for energy help from foreign nations, many of whom find us detestable. Our southern border has been erased, and our country is being invaded by millions and millions of unknown people, many of whom are entering for a very bad and sinister reason. And you know what that reason is. We will be paying a big price for this invasion into our country for years to come. Hundreds of thousands of pounds of deadly drugs, including very lethal fentanyl, are flooding across the now open and totally porous southern border. The blood-soaked streets of our once great cities are cesspools of violent crimes, which are being watched all over the world as leadership of other countries explain that this is what America and democracy is really all about. How sad. The United States has been embarrassed, humiliated, and weakened for all to see. The disasters in Afghanistan, perhaps the most embarrassing.
He doesn't know that his border wall, like, didn't do anything. Huh. No one's told him that, like, there weren't really border differences when he was in charge. 'Cause I mean, all they've really been doing, like the presidents, have been giving ICE more money and then telling them to be bigger assholes to people on the border. From what I understand. Granted, I don't know a lot about certain, like, I don't even want to call them immigration policies because it's not. It's literally just people are coming over trying to claim asylum, and then ICE is like, no, go back. Pew! Like, which is illegal according to international law. You have to allow people to claim asylum. No, I want the quotes of him talking about. What is this? He said something about the New Deal. What in the heck? This doesn't. This is like a 20-minute clip of bullshit, and the full speech was an hour. I'm not watching an hour-long thing. These clips ain't shit. Come on, man. I am 0 for 2 on finding proper videos for this stream. That's so lame. My bad. I will do better at finding videos more properly ahead of time, or like, I don't know. I'm not gonna rag on myself too hard, but these quotes. Okay, yeah, cesspools of blood. We did just hear that in the video. So I am gonna go with all of this as quote for quote. Which is wild that he's talking about death penalty for drug dealers. Like, that's not. Oh, and then I like how the next line talks about the hypocrisy in that, because it's, despite his record of releasing from prison many drug dealers, including springing on his final day in office 7 men jailed for life for marijuana dealing, 2 of whom were given that penalty as a consequence of Senator Joe Biden's '94 crime bill. Yeah, so Like, I feel like there's so much to unpack in this sentence because it it hurts my brain. Like anyone who properly understands the issues around like drug distribution and like drug abuse and how just crime in general, the root of crime is desperation. Uh, like, like his plan to make the numbers go down is just to kill people. What the fuck? That's not even. That can't be your policy for everything. Drug dealers, kill them. Immigration, kill them. Parents trying to allow their transgender child to be the truest version of themselves, kill them. The parent and the child. And I don't even want to keep making that joke. Because I feel like it could just go on and on and on. Like, that's the thing though, like that kind of talk around just like the solutions to thing is death. Like that kind of rhetoric plays into what, you know, just happened, for instance, with the Colorado Springs nightclub shooting. Like, dude hates gay people, so is like, what's the solution? Kill him. Like, as soon as you open that pathway in people's brains that, hey, the solution to things I don't like is to just kill it permanently, get rid of it, they're gonna just do that for everything. That's whack as hell. Oh my gosh. Vowed to double down on protectionism to ensure low taxes, low regulations, and fair trade. Yeah, low taxes and low regulations for who? Because you raised taxes on low income people and lowered taxes on high income people when you were in office. It's just not gonna. It's not how that works. Low income people don't have the money to throw around like that. He would bring down inflation, currently at its highest sustained rate. Oh, I did not mean to highlight literally everything. Oh no, oh. Early 80s 1% versus 7.7 currently. Return supply chains and manufacturing for China. That's a complicated issue. That's the other thing. Like, I'm all for simplifying complicated issues so that the everyday person can understand them. But supply chain is not one of them. It's not a vibe. Economic security is national security. Good luck getting a turkey for Thanksgiving. Number 1, you won't get it, and if you do, you're going to pay 3 to 4 times more. I got chicken for Thanksgiving. Joke's on you. I don't like turkey. It's a dry ass bird, and it's a lot of effort to make. To make it not dry. And just in general, it's a high effort bird. I personally cannot be fucked to put that much effort in a bird to eat. Stop eating turkey, people. Stop making that our Thanksgiving bird. Have a chicken. Fuck it. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. You know, like I'm in Washington. We were this close to getting a fucking Thanksgiving salmon. You know? Locally caught from our rivers. I will get it myself. No, just kidding. You can't be fishing for salmon right now. I think they're still having their baby season.
spawning and breeding and stuff. You can get in big trouble if you try to catch salmon during spawning season because you're messing up the next generation of salmon. Anyway, getting distracted. Now I'm getting hungry too, and I still have some leftovers, but it's effort. You know, I'd have to go get them. I'd have to like pause the stream. It would be like a 15-minute break, you know, because I'd have to go get it, heat it up, bring it back, and then I'd be eating on stream, which I'll do, but not right now. What did everyone else have for Thanksgiving? It looks like I have people not in chat, but I have viewers. So, hello, silent viewers. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, what did you eat? I had chicken and a ham. I had Thanksgiving with friends. They brought ham. I made pie. It was a good time. I hope your Thanksgiving was also a good time. Anyway, says he's gonna finish the long-promised U.S.-Mexico border wall and work to deport illegal immigrant criminals. No. Festering rot? Oh, that's interesting that he's talking about term limits. Huh. That's interesting. Pushing constitutional amendments, imposing congressional term limits. We do like term limits. But along with a lifetime ban on lobbying by former lawmakers and cabinet members, and new rules restricting congressional stock trades. That's very interesting because that's actually things people kind of like and kind of want. I mean, lobbying in general should just... money in politics in general should just be undone. That's my take it away noise. See, who's feeding him actually popular takes that he's like weaving in with his crazy bullshit? He's like, yeah, we're gonna kill anything we don't like. But also, that's not a Trump voice, that was a Southerner voice. We're gonna kill anything we don't like. But also term limits. Oh my gosh. Former DeSantis aide. He's talking about people who I don't necessarily currently care about who's working on his team right now. Because he's going to probably fire them all within a few weeks. Because he goes through workers like crazy, crazy, crazy. Like he is chugging workers. What's a new TikTok challenge? Go work for the Trump campaign and see how long it takes for him to fire you. Actually, go work for the Trump campaign and trick him into doing progressive policies. That's a TikTok trend. Yep. I don't have TikTok. I kept seeing all that stuff in the news about like Trump, the government is... your government and foreign governments are stealing your data off of TikTok. And I'm like, they've been stealing our data. Tell me something new. And then they tried to tell me something new, and I was like, you know, I don't know enough about computers and data and that bullshit to give a fuck. So I'm just gonna not touch TikTok because I don't know what's going on. Just not a skill tree I put points in. I put skills in... I was a theater kid. That's... fuck computers. I'm drinking juice. I have cranberry juice in here.
Classic cranberry. Very tart. By Ocean Spray, which is a farming co-op, by the way. You know what my earworm has been lately? That the that video where they're filming the snails and then someone just says, "Take me to Snarch," but like actually singing it with as much passion as the actual "Take Me to Church." Take me to Snarch. Like I just like that aggressive. I just take me to Snurch. It's just in my brain over and over again. And I understand that it is 12:30 at night in the but take me to Snurch. Take me to Snurch at 12:30 in the a.m. Like other people, please comment on this VOD or this clip or whatever what your recent earworm is. Or just whatever's stuck in your head. I love hearing what gets stuck in people's heads. Cause I'm take me to Snurch. Take me to Snurch. Like just over and over. And then okay, I want more quotes from his I want more quotes from his announcement though that he's running because oh, I'm yawning because this is his announcement and then I want more details on their beef cuz that's what I titled this whole last stream is that it was about their beef. Right now I'm just kind of I feel like I'm getting caught up in their walking through their announcements. So, but yeah, no, I'm not seeing choosing to prioritize. Oh yeah, and then all of his family members were like, "Hey, we don't want to be involved in this again." Probably because they totally are this close to getting arrested from last time they worked in. I'm gonna prioritize my young children and the private life that we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics, and while I will always love and support my father, going forward I will do so outside of the political arena. Thank you, Ivanka. I do not care about a single one of your opinions. One member of Congress, outgoing Rep. Madison Cawthorn, was present. Yeah, because he lost his election, so I wonder if he's going to try running again in the future or if he's just done. Matt Gaetz missed the event, scheduling conflict. Got ghosted by Matt Gaetz. Okay, there's no more quotes. Now it's just his staff talking in this scrappy campaign. No. Nope, please give me more quotes from his so-called policies. I think your policies are fake. Ooh, former president betrayed his own view of DeSantis at the November 5th rally. Again, like, I don't... Do you ever start to... Whoa. I did not ask for that. Apparently I clicked that image. Oopsie doopsies. No, I want, like, a... It talks about the FBI raid. Dude, okay, because of this, like, friggin' technical issue break, and then busy with volunteering, and then all this baloney about now I've been sick, and then I've been missing so much stuff. I haven't been able to talk about so much. Yeah, like, stuff is happening. It's crazy. It's so crazy. How can Trump impeach? I don't... Now it's... Okay, this article is... They're doing that thing where they just like attach a bunch of stuff at the end that has nothing to do with like the beginning part of the article because they just want you to keep scrolling and reading to like keep their watch number consistent or whatever. Okay, don't care about that. Yeah, I have these tabs pulled up because I think it would be like we should talk a little bit about like the Democrat candidates. But again, nothing is like official. Like Biden and Kamala have been talking about how they're going to run again, but they haven't made the official announcement. And there's talk that they'll make an announcement in 2023. But I don't even know how that's going to go to. Oh. I don't know if that was a hiccup or what. So because what I'm wondering is going to happen is if Biden will step down and endorse Kamala as president, and then she'll have to pick someone for VP. Like, he's old and probably tired and just a guy. Or the Democratic Party hubris will get in the way and he'll run. I don't know what's happening on the Democrat end. Like, now different Republicans and stuff are announcing, but who actually knows what's gonna happen? Oh my god, okay. The stream is supposed to be about beef. So Trump fighting? They got beef? Oh, what is this 19 hours? Oh, Teen Vogue. Damage control. Faulted for a dinner with white nationalist and rapper Yee 2 days ago. Associated Press. Thank you, Associated Press. That's not awful. Trump's Fuentes and Yee meeting puts his past embraces in anti-Semitism. Yeah, that's the other thing. People were like, hey, Nick Fuentes is I don't. Goodbye, Associated Press. Hello, Yahoo News. So, because Nick Fuentes is like a Nazi, a Nazi, right? Like an actual Nazi. Again, I don't know if that word is flagged. Because from what I recall about him, just in general, he did like Charlottesville stuff. He's said some fucked up shit. Like, he's just not a cool guy. Oh, ow, my slipper just fell off my foot. Oops. My slippers are fuzzy and pastel. Far-right activists. Excuse me. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Excuse me, I got another hiccup. Oh my gosh. I hiccup like a guinea pig, too. Like, Nick Fuentes has been chasing Trump for a while, like this. Trying to talk with him in 2020. Wild. Whoa. No. I don't want a different article. So here's what I'm understanding. There was a meal. They had a meal. Trump and Yee with Nick Fuentes? Or was it just a meal with Trump and Fuentes? Were there multiple meals? Like, I understand they're fighting and that they had time to talk. And then it's still, from what I'm still reading, like, around, is that yeah, okay, so it was a meal with both of them. Donald Trump is renewing attention to his history of turning a blind eye to bigotry after dining with
Holocaust-denying white nationalist. That's Nick Fuentes, yep. And the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, just days into his third campaign for the White House. So this was on Tuesday with West, now known as Ye, as well as Nick Fuentes. Wow. So if Trump didn't have such a big ego, like, would they all run together? Because, like, why doesn't Ye be his vice president if Trump runs again? Why does Ye have to be president? Like, are they all gonna just run together? It sounds crazy, but I'm not surprised if that's actually what's going to happen. It's just that Ye is so egotistical and in the middle of a manic health crisis that I don't think he's gonna like the idea of being a vice president, which is why he was like, "Oh, Trump, you be my vice president." So, man, I want clips of that meal. I want to hear. I want to be a fly on the wall with a tiny camera and tiny recorder, just videotaping and recording everything, you know, at this meal. Did they just talk about anti-Semitism? Trump had dinner Tuesday with West, known as E, and Nick Fuentes, a far-right activist, yeah, that's what we'll call it, who used his online platform to spew anti-Semitic and white nationalist rhetoric. Ah, yes, thank you. Yi, who says he too is running for president in 2024, has made his own series of anti-Semitic comments in recent weeks. Yeah, for those that don't know, Yee's anti-Semitic comments have been, like, leaning into that conspiracy with, basically that, like, Jewish people stole being Jewish and land away from black people who are the real Jewish people and pushed them away from their birthrights. I don't know if it means that they pushed them into, like, Africa, or if it means... Anyway, it's like a switcheroo conspiracy theory. Yeah, black people are actually Jewish people. Modern Jewish people did a switcheroo. And now black people should rise up against modern Jewish people, like, in order to get their things back. That's a really shitty way of explaining it. But yeah, sure, whatever. It's 12:46 in the morning, okay? I am yawning, sort of tired, kind of not. But, so, yeah, his talent agency dropped him, Adidas cut ties, sportswear manufacturer has launched an investigation into his conduct. Yeah, Yeezys is basically, his shoes are getting basically closed. So, So, a statement from the White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said that bigotry, hate, and anti Semitism have absolutely no place in America, including at the Mar-a-Lago. Holocaust denial is repugnant and dangerous, and it must be forcefully condemned. Yes, yes. That's interesting. Trump, in a series of statements on Friday, said that he had never met and knew nothing about Fuentes before he arrived with Yee at his club. So you're saying he was Yee's guest? Or, like, you accidentally invited him and Yee? Did not acknowledge Fuentes'
long history of racist and anti-Semitic remarks, nor did he denounce either man's defamatory statements. Oh man, Trump wrote of Yi on social media. We got along great. He expressed no anti-Semitism. Probably a lie. Allegedly. I appreciate all of the nice things he said about me on Tucker Carlson. Why wouldn't I agree to meet? Oh man. Oh man. 2016, Trump waffled when asked to denounce the KKK after he was endorsed by the group's former leader on television in an interview, saying, "Know anything about David Duke?" That's the other thing. Aren't there pictures of him with David Duke? Also, I said waffled. Like waffle. My cat's name is Waffles, so now Waffles is like, why are you saying my name? So, are they not going to quote anything from the meal? Are there any clips of this meal floating around? Or is it just that clip with Nick Fuentes in the background while Yee's talking? Man. Please, did someone record it? Can someone please leak it? Please? I'll pay you $2. I have $2. Charlottesville, yep. They did talk about Charlottesville. So okay, so now the article's just talking about how Trump doesn't far-right conference with Fuentes. Yeah, that's true. Marjorie Taylor Greene has also been at events that Fuentes held. Traditional campaign. No, I want... Yeah, Trump... That's the other thing. He stole paperwork. Classified paperwork from the White House on his way out. Like, what do you... I get that investigations take a while, but they can go really fast if you assign a bunch of people to them. Like, I'm all about being thorough and being precise and taking your time doing stuff, but if the reason why something is taking a long time is because you don't have enough people on it, fix it and assign enough people to it. Because I feel like just nothing is happening with a bunch of, like, investigations happen and then it's just like, oop, now what? Or investigations are just getting drawn out and drawn out and drawn out. Oh, okay, so public nightclub. Okay. Yi first shares details of the dinner in a video he posted to his Twitter account Thursday. Oh. You know, I said leak recordings, but just kidding. Yi is just gonna tell us about it. Hell yeah. Thanks, bud. Yi said that he traveled to Florida to ask Trump to be his running mate for 2024. Okay, I had heard about that. The meeting had grown heated, with Trump perturbed by his request and Yi angered by Trump's criticism of his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian. Oh my gosh. When Trump started basically screaming at me at the table, telling me that I was gonna lose, I mean, has that ever worked for anyone in history? Telling Yi that I'm going to lose. Yi asked in the video, "You're talking to Yi." You know how I said that he was egotistical? Like his ego was not gonna let him chill? Yep. There it is. Yi also said Trump was really impressed with Nick Fuentes, whom he described as actually a loyalist. Oh, that's like that. Oh, so that video before? That video before that I thought was the campaign video, and it was actually just, Yi, like, rambling. He was rambling about this. Interesting. Interesting. When you had a chance, Why did you not free the January 6ers, referring to the defendants who were alleged to have participated in the deadly insurrection at the U.S. Capitol January 6, 2021. Trump released a series of statements Friday trying to explain the circumstances of the meeting. Kanye West very much wanted to visit Mar-a-Lago. Our dinner meeting was intended to be Kanye and me only, but he arrived with a guest whom I had never met and knew nothing about. Oh, so... So... Kanye brought Nick Fuentes? Is Nick Fuentes on his campaign? Like Milo, you know, I can say it. I can say it, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't know what's actually flagged by YouTube. So, it sounds like he showed up to the meal with a bunch of people on his campaign to be like, hey, be my running mate. Interesting. Trump said in his first statement released by his campaign, not long after, Trump took to his social media network to say that Yi and 3 of his friends, whom I knew nothing about, had unexpectedly showed up at his club. Wait a second. No, I think he texted you that he was coming over. We had dinner on Tuesday evening with many members present on the back patio. The dinner was quick and uneventful. They then left for the airport. Yi said you yelled, though. How is that uneventful? Hours later, he again posted saying that he had told Yi that he should definitely not run for president. Any votes you may have should be votes for Trump. I'm telling you guys, just be on the ticket together. Please actually don't do that. I feel like that's actually how they would do well. Let them continue to split the ticket up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we got along great. He expressed no anti-Semitism, and I appreciated all of the nice things he said about me on Tucker Carlson. He added, why wouldn't I agree to meet? Also, I didn't know Nick Fuentes. Every time he's like, yeah, no, I don't know that. Like, he knows. He's probably heard of Nick Fuentes, even if he hasn't met him before. Fuentes, meanwhile, said after the trip that while he couldn't rule out that Trump had heard of him, I don't think he knew that I was me at the dinner. I didn't mean for my statements and my whole background to sort of become a public relations problem for the president. The ex-president? The meeting drew immediate criticism from Trump critics as well as some supporters, including David Friedman, who served as Trump's ambassador to Israel. To my friend Donald Trump, you are better than this. Even a social visit from an anti-Semite like Kanye West and human scum like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is unacceptable, Friedman wrote out in a tweet. I urge you to throw those bums out. To disavow them and relegate them to the dustbin of history where they belong. On Saturday, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, a potential 2024 rival. What? Who said that? Who said Mike Pompeo was going to run? Also denounced anti-Semitism without directly referencing the dinner. It's so obvious if that's what you're doing, though. Like, hey, this dinner with all these anti-Semites just happened, but I'm gonna pretend like that's not why I'm tweeting. Anti-Semitism bad. 'Cause it is, kids. Anti-Semitism is a cancer, Pompeo wrote, adding, we stand with the Jewish people in the fight against the world's oldest bigotry. Biden asked about the Trump dinner meeting while vacationing in Nantucket, Massachusetts, and replied, Biden, that's a comma. Not that Biden asked about it, but Biden was asked about the Trump dinner meeting while vacationing in Nantucket, Massachusetts, and replied, you don't want to hear what I think. Man, I'd be pissed too if I was on vacation and then someone was like, hey, drama with your political rivals. And be like, I don't give a shit. I'm on vacation.
Ooh, what are the comments? Alright, Helen, what are you saying as the top comment on Yahoo News, a public platform? So he has no idea who Fuentes is. Does he just allow anyone to meet with him? Is there no vetting process to meet with a former president, even if you just show up as a guest of someone who's known? And if he was vetted, why didn't anyone tell Trump how controversial this man was, and that maybe it would be a good idea to not meet with him? Things are not adding up here. Yeah. No! I did it again! I clicked off on the page! No! 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 Oh, okay, I'm back. I'm back to the comments. Henry, what's your public comment? 2 days ago. A lot of these are just 2 days, 1 day. If there is a vetting process, that is a problem, because apparently they are vetting and letting in people like Kanye and Fuentes. And if there's no vetting process, that's an even worse problem, because now we know that almost anyone can get in to see Trump and get near his staff and his confidential paperwork. Maybe, however, that is precisely what Trump wants, because then he can claim a plausible deniability. Oh, man, I am yawning. Against the people who show up at Mar-a-Lago, just as he did with the people showing up at the White House and not keeping a log of who visited and who did not. Oh my lord. Olivia Bottle 1 day ago. If Trump really didn't know who these people were, it would make you wonder about the effectiveness of the taxpayer-provided security detail he always has. I trust the security... Oh, I made it highlight everything. Oops. I trust the security folks a whole lot more than I trust Trump, so I assume he gave the okay for these people to sit at this table and share a meal with him. Yeah, I did it again. I clicked off on... Why? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Why does it just click away? Please no click away. I kind of want to see what some of the other replies are. Of course this doesn't add up, because Trump doesn't even try to lie well. He doesn't have to. His gullible base will buy anything. Ooh. Someone made a joke about paying an entry fee. I never heard of Fuentes. Why would I? Needless to say, Trump has lost his mind. Thank you, Marilyn. Ramiro says, where is the outcry from the Republican Party of Trump having dinner with these monsters? It's nowhere, and that's why I left that party. Is this what the Republican Party stands for? Is this their platform? Let the civil war within the Republican Party begin. Even more stuff to use against him in 24. Biden-Harris 24. Thank you, Ramiro. So... is this what the Republican Party... It's shifting. It's shifting. You know, like the Overton window? I will Google image Overton window. The Overton window. Oh, let's just go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia... like... the Overton window refers to, like, how policies get viewed by the population. And the window shifts back and forth, up and down. I don't know. I don't know if I like that picture of it. Oh, see, also comfort zone. But, oh, there's a book called The Overton Window. Interesting. Here we go. I mean, that's a kind of an okay way to put it. So the Overton window, like what society is like, yeah. But basically the Overton window within the Republican Party is having a shift toward extremism, which is pulling the Overton window overall for the country yonder as well. And it
doesn't help that we have a two-party system. A two-party system is just asking for the Overton window to be all fuggity-wuggitied. You know? I don't know what some of these images are. Okay, I'm gonna get off of the Google images because I feel like not helpful. I feel like some of them were weird. So interesting. So they have beef. So let me regather what is happening. So they have a meal together. They're having a meal together. Trump is like, "Oh, they randomly showed up." Doubt. No way. He totally invited Kanye. And he was like, "Hey, Kanye." Or Kanye was like, "Hey, I want to come over because I want to talk to you about politics." And then Trump was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Bring your whole politic team." Nick Fuentes is on Kanye's politic team. So, and then of course Trump is just like, "Oh, well, they're with my guests. That means that it must be fine that they're here. Your guest is my guest is your guest is my guest is your get to guest to guest to guest." Excuse me. So, they're having a meal. Shit happens. I guess they start fighting because two super egotistical dudes are like, "I'm gonna be president. No, I'm gonna be president. You should be my vice president. No, you should be my vice president." And then they're fighting. And then Nick Fuentes is in the corner and he's like, "Yep, I'm anti Semitic and a Nazi. Wow, crazy." And so now everyone's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, they got beef. They're fighting about being president and they're gonna primary each other." And then Nick Fuentes was there because Nick Fuentes is on Kanye's team. So I have these tabs talking about like Democratic candidates, but I don't care anymore. So they're fighting. There was yelling. Yi says there was yelling. Trump did not say there was yelling. So I guarantee there was yelling because Trump yells. Like, that's just a given. So there's a Huffington Post. No, I want like a... Who do we know? Calling him a troubled man. Okay, so... Oh, what is this quote? What is the date on this? This is the 26th. Today's the 29th. So a few days ago, 2 days, 3 days. Okay. "I helped a seriously troubled man who just happens to be black, Ye, Kanye West, who has been decimated in his business and virtually everything else, who has always been good to me by allowing his request for a meeting at Mar-a-Lago alone, so that..." I don't think it was alone. I think he was like, "Bring your people," and his people was Nazis. "So that I can give him a very much needed advice. He shows up with 3 people, 2 of which I didn't know. The other, a political person who I haven't seen in years. I told him, don't run for office, a total waste of time, can't win. Fake news went crazy." Yeah, is that when you yelled? That when you yelled? So I want to know who all is on Yee's team officially. Like, Yee 2024, like, I don't know, Yee president 2024. If I just type in team, will that... Oh shit, what is this? 9 hours ago. Damage control. Oh man. Okay, hold on. That's Daily News again. This is Yahoo News. Yahoo, thank you. Daily News, Yahoo News. Oh, so he's officially put him on his team. Kanye West adds white supremacist Nick Fuentes to 2024 campaign team. Oh my gosh. So he's officially on his team. In this article, Donald Trump, Milo Yiannopoulos. So his campaign team is just like all these right-wing internet dudes? Yeesh. Days after bringing white supremacist Nick Fuentes to meet with former President Donald Trump, rapper and 2024 presidential wannabe Kanye West has reported wannabe presidential candidate? I mean, why does it say wannabe? Who wrote this? William Edwards. Oh wait, no, that's the Getty Images thing. No, Brian Nimites. Thank you, Brian. Okay, has reportedly added the notorious Holocaust denier. Ooh, this has got typos, my guy. And this was posted 9 hours ago? You gotta fix your... I understand. Typing is hard. I have typos and all kinds of stuff, okay? It's fine. It's human, but if the editing team catches it, just change it. It's okay. So, Fuentes is taking time away from his streaming right-wing program to work with West, the Daily Beast reported Monday. The rapper, who now goes by the name Yee, has come under fire recently for anti-Semitic remarks, a cornerstone of Fuentes' brand. So, yeah, so there's no way he's gonna take, like, an actual break from streaming. Like, we all know that his content is gonna start being behind the scenes, like, Yee presidential streaming stuff. Like, the 24-year-old ultra-conservative provocateur will join former Breitbart news editor and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's intern Milo Yiannopoulos on Yee's team. Yeah, so Milo... What has Milo even been up to? It's actually been a while since I've heard of him. Green, the controversial congresswoman from Georgia, an avid Trump supporter, once suggested lasers fired from space by Jewish bankers may be to blame for California wildfires. Ah, yes, the Jewish space lasers. A classic conspiracy theory, don't you know? Fuentes reportedly read a message from Yiannopoulos on air over the weekend that said, "See you at the office Monday, brother." Oh, okay. So, does he have any people with campaign, like running campaign experience on his campaign? Well, he must, because, like I said earlier, comparing this to what was in his 2020 campaign wiki, like, it's already a difference. He's actually hitting his deadlines. So, he announced last week that he would take another run at the White House. He campaigned in 2020 and received 60,000 votes, which fell short of the 81 million ballots collected for President Biden and 74 million cast for Trump. I'm sorry, that was kind of passive-aggressive. Or am I just reading that passive-aggressive? Because I can sometimes be passive-aggressive. Oh, I'm yawning again. Sir B, Waffles, my animals, I think you guys are making me tired. That's crazy. My dog is down there sleeping, and then my cat is behind me on the bed sleeping. It's wild. I'm sorry, that's just kind of... I'm reading that as passive-aggressive, and, as the kids would say, shady. Throwing some shade. Haha. I say as the kids. I'm not that old. I'm in my mid-20s. Okay, while Trump has not disavowed Fuentes despite the widespread backlash, he did claim after their meeting last week he didn't know who the conservative activist was when he showed up with Yee at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate last week. So, they keep saying, like, conservative activist. What are they going out and, like, doing activism on in their community?
Right? Is that what they mean? Or do they just mean, like, I'm right-wing and I yell at people? Like, that's their activism. Yi said he asked Trump at that dinner to run as his vice president in 2024, and an offer Trump angrily turned down. I think the thing is that Trump was most perturbed about me asking him to be my vice president, West said on a video posted on his Twitter feed that caught him off guard. Trump started basically screaming at me at the table, telling me I was going to lose, Kanye continued. That's the article? Like, it just ends there? Okay. Tom, 8 hours ago. Our public discourse is about to get pretty wild. Yeah, okay, so Fuentes is officially on the... I fucking did it again. I clicked off of the thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, I clicked off of it. Come on. Okay, I want to click this tab for Milo. 5 hours ago. What is this? Consequence. Kanye West storms off of a podcast after being challenged over anti-Semitic views. Why is it that I hit Milo Yiannopoulos and then related stories? It's more stuff about Kanye. Are they all just getting tagged together now because of the overlap? Kanye West storms out of an interview after Tim Pool lightly defends Jews. Kanye and his anti-Semitic friends storm out of a live right-wing podcast. So he was on Tim Pool. Kanye West reaches into far-right gutter for his latest hire. Oof. And then it talks about Milo Yiannopoulos. Wait. I thought he divorced his husband. Okay. So... do we not have, like, any listing of official... Sorry, I'm gonna, like, fiddle with my lighting a little bit. Because it looks like it's a little whack. Oops. So... so it sounds like Kanye's... isn't Nick Fuentes racist against black people though too? Or is it just like he's anti-Semitic and hates women? Like, I'm a bit confused at how they're gonna work together. And I feel like we still barely found the root of the beef. The root of the beef is just that, like, Kanye, like, they're fighting over presidency and VP stuff. Like, what the actual heck? Interesting. I wonder how many more crazy right-wingers and Nazis Yi is gonna put on his team. So is Yi a Nazi at this point? Like, how does... because also, like, how... he doesn't... I don't even know anything... 2024 policies. Does he even have policies? Like, is he just gonna... does he even have policies? Or is he just, like... is he just yelling about anti-Semitic stuff and calling it a day?
have so many questions. What does Reddit think? Is that cringe? Does Reddit have any of his policies listed? Because, like, when you hang out and surround yourself with enough Nazis, like, that just makes you a Nazi, right? So, he's a Nazi now, right? Where's politics Reddit? I go on politics Reddit kind of as a meme to kind of see what people are saying, and then basically, like, I like Reddit because you can, like, take what people are talking about and then you can go and actually Google and look into it on the side. Especially, like, always look at Reddit, like Reddit politics and things, with a solutions oriented mindset, because people, it can get a bit doomery. So if people are scrolling about bad shit and posting about bad shit, that's what I mean, posting about bad shit, and then you scroll through it, then you can take that and be like, okay, well, how do we fix this? And you can start. That's kind of how I started finding out more about like city zoning laws and things like that. Because when people were talking about housing issues and not being able to build proper housing for areas, and especially like the terminology for like middle housing, like, hey, why is that happening? Well, turns out zoning laws are whack. I wouldn't have known about that if I hadn't been on Reddit. Boom. Reddit. Solutions. But that's white people Twitter, white people Twitter. No, I want politic Twitter. Okay. Politic. Politic. If I go to politic Twitter, politic Reddit, will they talk about any like Yee and Trump stuff? Ooh. For Trump's Jewish allies, his dinner with anti-Semites is a breaking point. Yeah, that makes sense. Done with Democracy. Carrie Lake, nope. I want more stuff about Yee. And Mitt Romney calls Donald Trump's meeting with white supremacist Nick Fuentes and Kanye West disgusting. Utah Senator Mitt Romney added that the former president was a gargoyle hanging over the Republican Party. Okay. Is there anything about Yee? Trump reportedly won't denounce the white supremacist Nick Fuentes to avoid upsetting the base. Yeah, because... Also, I have a question about Nick Fuentes. Because his last name is Fuentes? That's a Latin name, correct? But he's a white supremacist. So is he like a white supremacist where it's just as long as you're white passing? Just like a certain kind, like a certain white... Because I thought white supremacists and like racist white people also didn't like Latin people. I just, that's a question that I have that I don't care to Google because I don't want to Google stuff about Nick Fuentes. It's not a vibe. I want more stuff about Kanye to pop up. Okay, that's adding him to the campaign team. That's what we just read about. But what are Kanye's policies? Because nothing popped up when I was Googling policies. Do I need to explain the irony here? Money, money. Hmm. Hmm. I like how the comments are just talking about, like, Britney's conservatorship. Like, why is that only, yeah, so, yeah. Trump brought the Nazis into the GOP, DeSantis won't accept. I want to keep, this stream is literally titled that they have beef. For them. Why the beef? I mean, we figured out what the beef is. I feel like now I'm just scraping the barrel to keep talking about them. I don't even know at this point. Oops, I accidentally clicked away from my... So... I feel like the beef doesn't even matter anymore, actually. So how long have I been streaming? Nearly 2 hours. I should probably just call it, and then, you know, I'll be streaming more later this week. But I guess we solved the beef. We did not solve what Kanye's actual policies are, but we solved the beef. They're mad at each other because they both want to be president, and it hurted their feelings. Trump had his fifis hurt when he was asked to be a vice president, which, in the context of, like, just hearing that, like, asking a former president to be vice president is, yes, kind of rude, but it's Trump and Kanye West. They're both rude as hell. So I don't care that their fifis are hurt feelings, you know? But I guess that's where we'll call the stream after this fun session of going through articles and Googling and trying to figure out why they're fighting. Because, like, I got why they were fighting, but also I did not get why they were fighting. I think coming up this week, probably talk about Georgia, because the runoff is a big deal. Like I said, maybe some kind of fundraising thing. And by that, I mean, like, I'll just have probably, like, an ActBlue link to the campaigns, or to, actually, I mean, hey, one of the groups that I volunteer with is going to be doing stuff down in Georgia, so, which I wanted to do, but my immune system thinks Georgia will kill me, so probably not going to do it. I think we'll just call it for now. It's a good stream. I had fun. I hope you had fun. See you soon. Sorry that the two official candidates for the Republican Party are whack. Maybe the Republican Party should just consider not being whack. If you're not whack, you won't get whack candidates. Just saying. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will stream again later this week, and I have a bunch of clips and videos and stuff I'm editing, but it's hard. Because balancing audio's a bitch. I promise to have a longer stream later this week talking about a bunch of different topics, not just two grown men fighting and screaming at each other over a meal. Hey, that's basically what their Thanksgiving was, right? Anyway, good night, goodbye, have a good